going to be using a 5mm hook, and I'm going to start with a slip knot. I'm going to chain 37. You can chain any number that is a multiple of 4 plus 5. Now I'm going to double crochet all the way across the row. So in the second chain from the hook, sorry, the third chain from the hook, so don't count this one or this one, and I'm going to go in the back bump. So third chain from the hook, do a double crochet, and then double crochet in every stitch across all the way till you get to the end. Okay, I finished my first row of double crochets. If you did the chain 37 like I did, you will have 35 double crochets in that row. For row 2, we're going to chain 1, but I'm going to move my tail up through here so that it's easier to weave in. So turn, chain 1, and then we're going to do a single crochet in every stitch across, so 35 single crochets in total. This is the end of row 2. The falling leaves pattern is a repeat of rows 2 through 5. So now we're going to start in the rows that makes leaves. Most of the patterns, well, all of the patterns that I've seen, the original pattern for falling leaves is the double crochet, which is what I'm going to show. But I did make a modified version just to see how I liked it, and the only thing I did different was everywhere that there is a double crochet, I replaced it with a half double crochet just to make the pattern a little bit tighter, and I don't think it made a huge difference. I think it would depend on what you are making. If you're making like a basket or purse or something where you want your stitches to be a little closer together, then I think the half double crochet would work well. And instead of doing the chain 2 that we're about to do, that you do at the beginning of each of the double crochet rows, I just did a chain 1 instead. So there would be no chain 2s if you were doing a half double crochet. Where the double crochet way of doing it, you do a chain 2 for the double crochet rows, and you do a chain 1 for the single crochet rows. So if you want to try it with a half double crochet, that's how you would do that. So we're going to turn and chain 2. And then we are going to do 3 double crochets. And then we're going to do a leaf stitch. And the way you do that is it's like a front post stitch if you've done the front post patterns. So we're going to be going around this post right here that's in the double crochet in the row 1. And we're going to be going into the 4th one because we have a double crochet here, and we have one here, and we have one here. So the 4th double crochet in row 1 is where you're going to be working this leaf stitch. So you yarn over, go behind the post of the double crochet, yarn over, pull through, pull up just a little bit so that it's not pulling your row down, yarn over, go behind that post again, yarn over, pull through the post. This is where it's kind of tricky because sometimes the loop that's on your hook, because it's kind of loose from pulling like this, can come off. So pull up, you don't have to go all the way up, yarn over, go through all of them except the last one, and then you have 2 loops, yarn over and go through 2 loops. And you can see that it has a little bit of a twist right here, and then there's another twist that's kind of tucked in behind, and then you've got your post, and that's supposed to kind of look like a falling leaf. So now we're going to just repeat that. We're going to do 3 double crochets. So make sure that you're putting it in the right stitch. So if you look in the back, we're not going to put it in this stitch because this is where the leaf stitch was. So we're going into the next one because you're going to use each of your 35 stitches, but every 4th one will look like it's skipped because you're using the post down below instead. So we got 3 double crochets and then do a leaf stitch. So just go down here, you're going to skip these 3. We're going to go into this one, go behind, yarn over, pull through, pull up just a little bit, yarn over. I like to put my hand right here on these strands, these loops, so that it doesn't come off when I'm doing this, and then yarn over, pull through, and then pull up. You should have 5 loops at this point on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 4, yarn over, pull through 2. And that is how you do row 3. I'm going to repeat that all the way to the end, and you will end this row with 3 double crochets, just like you started with. Did my last leaf stitch. And if you put all your stitches in the right place, then you should have 3 stitches left after that leaf so that you can do 3 double crochets. That's the end of row 3. Now we are going to turn and chain 1 and just do a single crochet in every stitch all the way across. And that is row 4. That is the end of row 4. Now we will turn our work and chain 2 this time. And for row 5, we're going to do 1 double crochet in the first stitch, and then make your leaf stitch, and the leaf stitch is going to go right in the middle of your 3 double crochets. So if you look across here, you can see the 3 double crochets that you made. So your leaf stitch is going to go in the middle of all of those. So we've got the 1 double crochet here, then we're going to do a leaf stitch here, and then we will do 3 double crochets, a leaf stitch, and 3. So the pattern is the same as row 3 as far as the fact that you're doing 3 double crochets and a leaf, but to get them to be jagged to where they're, you know, in between each one, you have to change how you start the row that has the leaf in it. So the 1 double crochet to start with, and so this is where the 1 double crochet here is, so we're going here to our leaf. And now that we've got the leaf, we can go to our regular pattern of 3 double crochets and a leaf. Double crochet, so that should line us up right in the middle so that we can do our leaf. And then continue the pattern of 3 double crochets, leaf, 3 double crochets, and for row 5 you are going to end your row with 1 double crochet just like you started with. Okay, this is my last leaf in the middle of these 3. And I will end the row with 1 double crochet. It may be a little bit hard to see that stitch from here because it gets pulled, but if you just turn it from behind and you see where this is the one that you're skipping, and just go into there. And that is the end of row 5. So that is the 4 row that we will do the repeat of. You don't count row 1 in the repeat pattern because it's just double crochets all across. So you keep repeating rows 2 through 5 until you get to your desired length. So this is one that I made the same way that I did this one with the double crochets. You can see that it is a one-sided pattern. So the leaf is not on the back, and that is because you do the row of single crochet, which is basically what you're doing for the back, and that's just to kind of get your yarn, your stitches back where you can start doing your leaves so that they are jagged like that. This is one I did using half double crochets. So everywhere that this one has a double crochet, this one has a half double crochet, and every row in this one starts with a chain 1, where this one starts with a chain 1 on the single crochet and chain 2 on the double crochet rows. So you can see this is a little bit tighter as far as like how it feels. It's a tighter look. I mean, you're still going to have, you know, where you can kind of see through it a little bit, but this one is a lot looser. And so that's why if you were going to make a basket or something where you wanted it to be really tight, I would go with the half double crochet. And that is it.